What is going on, wrestling fans? It is WWE at Home 219 here with my weekly Raw review from April 15th, 2013. So let's get right into it. We would open up with Randy Orton and Sheamus teaming up against The Big Show in a handicap matchup. Again, we did see this before. Personally was not into the matchup. I was not interested at all because we've seen this before, and this feud to me is just lackluster, and I'm not really enjoying it. The bro kick would lead into an RKO from Randy Orton as Randy and Sheamus would once again defeat the Big Show. The matchup was average, nothing special. I'll give it a C minus. So then we'd see the 3MB come out. They said they were going to call out the Shield, but then we would hear Brock Lesnar's music kick in. He would have totally destroyed 3MB, which was awesome to see. Brock just causing chaos throughout the arena. Heyman would says his client wants a fight versus Triple H. It's basically going to be a rubber match as he calls out Triple H for Extreme Rules. And I'm a big fan of seeing Brock out of any pay-per-view, even if it is another matchup against Triple H. So I'm a fan of this. This segment was pretty cool. I'll give it a B+. So then we would see Kofi Kingston take on Antonio Cesaro for the United States Championship as Kofi beat Cesaro once, and I guess that earns him a title shot on Raw. Uh, Cesaro's uppercut took us into the first commercial break. It was a very cool matchup. There was a lot of counters. It was very up tempo, and I enjoyed it. But the SOS would win it for Kofi Kingston, and he is your new United States champion in a matchup that was pretty good, might I say. I'll give that matchup a B. And I mean, it's interesting to see Kofi as champion, as Cesaro had a pretty good title run, but I just don't like the way WWE treated Cesaro's title run, as he was defeated many times during that run. But Kofi Kingston, like I said, is your new United States champion. So then we would see Dolph come out to cut a promo, basically bragging about him winning, cashing in on Alberto Del Rio. Del Rio would interrupt, says he wants his rematch, but then we'd see Vicky come out and say Del Rio, the rematch will happen tonight. He gets his chance for the World Heavyweight Championship. But before that would start, Swagger and Zeb would come out, and Swagger would attack Del Rio's ankle again, so there wouldn't be no matchup. Basically, kind of, this is definitely setting up for their matchup at Extreme Rules, so I'm pretty sure Booker T later on in the show finalized that matchup, a triple threat for the World Heavyweight Championship at Extreme Rules between these three. That's this segment was basically just to set that up, and it was kind of pointless. So I'll give it a D minus. So then we'd see Team Hell No take on the Primetime Players once again for the 500th time. The only good thing about this matchup is that they announced Team Hell No and Undertaker taking on the Shield next week in London on Raw. That's going to be awesome to see as the Brothers of Destruction come back. But a chokeslam would lead into a headbutt from Daniel Bryan as we would see Team Hell No once again defeat the Primetime Players in a matchup that I'll give it F because I'm tired of seeing it. Next, we'd see Ryback cut a video promo basically saying that he's on the rise and Cena is on the decline. He brings up the past encounters and how he always helped out Cena and Cena never did anything for him. And he would basically just end the promo by saying Ryback rules. I guess that's going to be one of his new sayings. Wasn't a big fan of the promo. You could totally see that Ryback is leaning towards the heel ways now, which is pretty good for his character because he was getting stale already for me. And this promo was alright. It's better than his. It's a lot longer than his past promos that he's done. I'll give it a C. So then we would see the Intercontinental Champion Wade Barrett take on R-Truth. It was a very short matchup, and R-Truth would surprisingly pick up the victory here with a DDT. Not much to the matchup. I'll give it a D, as R-Truth defeats the Intercontinental Champion Wade Barrett, and maybe this will get him a title shot down the road. So then we'd see Great Khali and Santino versus Team Rhodes Scholars. Really? That's all I thought of going to that matchup, as I'm going to steal the catchphrase from The Miz. Really? Not a lot to comment on here. Sandow would sneak a cover and pick up the win for Team Rhodes Scholars, and I'm going to give this matchup an F just because Khali and Santino are a waste of TV time. You can be building up younger talent instead of putting those guys on TV, in my opinion. So then Fandango would come out with a very shitty reaction from the crowd. The crowd was really dead tonight. Wasn't a big fan of the reaction. He kept asking people if they want to go Fandangoing. The crowd killed that promo. There was no momentum to it whatsoever, and it was very pointless. I'm going to give it an F. Nothing taken away from Fandango. But I'm a big Fandango fan, but the crowd was not. So then we would see Jack Swagger take on Dolph Ziggler. Swagger was in control early. It was an average matchup. It wasn't really anything to get into. Swagger somehow would win with a roll-up cover as he would throw Dolph into the ropes. another champion goes down tonight in a matchup. The Del Rio would attack Swagger afterwards. This matchup was nothing special. I'll give it a C. Then CM Punk would come out to cut a promo. It would take a while for him to say something. You'd tell he's just not the same after his loss towards The Undertaker. He says he wants more. He's always been the guy that wants more. He went from taking on John Cena, taking on Ryback, taking on The Rock, and then taking on Undertaker at WrestleMania. There was a lot of Undertaker chants and then CM Punk chants. He would hug Heyman and then walk away into the distance as maybe this is CM Punk saying goodbye for a little time, as I know he is banged up and he's a hardworking man, so he deserves a break. This Punk promo wasn't the best, but it's a Punk promo, and it's not that bad. I'll give it a B-. Then your main event would be Caitlyn versus Nikki Bella. A Divas matchup is your main event. Pretty long matchup for Divas, might I say. The Bellas do a little switcheroo as Brie would come in for Nikki, and Brie would pin Caitlyn from that switcheroo. They did this all the time when they've been doing it their whole career, might I say. And Nikki Bella picks up the win, even though it was really Brie over Caitlyn. You would think maybe this is setting up a feud between the two, or I should say the three. That matchup, I give a D. And then finally, it was our final promo as John Cena would come out to address Ryback. He would call him out right away, no hesitation. Says that Ryback had his chance at Monday Night Raw last week and he didn't come out. Basically just saying Ryback has no balls. Cena would offer Ryback to come take a shot at me, basically just say, come hit me now, here's your chance, and Ryback would just walk away. But then we'd see the Shield come out, and the Shield would do their normal thing, come down from the crowd. The Shield would not attack Ryback. Ryback would just watch this whole happen as the Shield would manhandle Cena. Ryback, like I said, watching in the distance. My buddy David Kepshire, who does watch these videos, follow him on Twitter over here, just started getting into WWE, and he made a prediction that Ryback is the leader of the Shield, and now this segment honestly makes more sense to me that he might be the leader of the Shield. What are your thoughts on that? Put them in the comment section below. But a pretty cool way to end Raw. I'll give that ending segment an A-. But a very weird Raw as we would see three champions lose tonight on Raw. The only champions not to lose were Team Hell No and John Cena. Raw overall wasn't anything special. I'll give it a D. Tell me what you thought about Raw down below. Like and subscribe to my channel for more. Follow me on Twitter at Let's Talk _WWE. Take it easy.